Hello everyone, it's me Ashish Misra presenting you short video tutorial on operating system. So you can see I have some agendas today, that is introduction to operating system, types of operating system on the basis of user interface, MS-DOS, that is Microsoft DOS or command prompt, some what does actually command mean, its types, and next we will have tutorial. So operating system, what actually operating system mean? We all know that according to its definition, as you can see on your screen, operating system is software that controls the operation of a computer, directs the input and output of data, keeps track of files, and controls the processing of computer program. So what does actually the function of the function of operating system is? It simply deals, in simple words you can say that the keyboard or the mouse you use, all as the components, hardware components, and to maintain the relation, to control the relation between the keyboard, mouse, and external other devices to the screen and other software devices is all done by operating system. You see that when you click the mouse, the document gets selected. When you press CTRLA, the document or all the whole document you have typed gets selected. That is all due to operating system and its function, as it is given here: input output management. You press the keys, you get the input, and the same is displayed in the monitor. That is what input and output mean. You input the data, the computer processes it, that is the CPU processes it, and you get the data. Files and folder management. You create the files and folders in the computer. Where to keep those files? Where do those files should be kept? All are managed by operating system. Memory management. The same way, to keep the files, folders, and else like that. It controls and coordinates hardware devices. Like if you use any pen drive, secondary storage devices in your computer, it would be displaying messages like what types of things should be done, like transfer of files and folders, or just read only, and many else like that. Run application programs. You have several programs in your computer stored, so in order to utilize it you need operating system. Like in order to open CMD, command prompt, that is a application program, you must require an operating system. So I think you have got about it. Now let's go to the next topic. And yes, you have it. Types of operating system on the basis of user interface. So what does actually user interface mean? In order to get known about it, you must know all types, as I'm going to say you. User interface is a program that controls the display for the user and allows the user to interact with the system. It simply means, as I told about operating system, you input the data, it gives you output. That is all user interface means how you react with it, either graphically or line by line, that is either using GUI or CUI. That is all in user interface mean. So dividing operating system on the basis of user interface, it is of two types, GUI and CUI. You use Windows 10, I think nowadays you must be known about it. Along with that, you use command line interface also, that is mostly used for hacking and other purposes, but in common nowadays also it is used in the schools and others. You use it. So when you move your cursor, when you move the cursor of your mouse, you get the same thing movable there. That is all graphical representation mean. In GUI, in order to make the folders, you just need to have right click, go to new, go to folder. Your folder gets created. But it's different in CUI because it needs command. It is character user interface or command line interface. It must require any data to be given. That is all among it. Now let us more read about CUI and GUI. CUI, as I had told, it requires command. It is single user, single tasking. Moreover, GUI is multi-user and multitasking. The computers and laptops we use and you are using right now, that is all GUI based. In the same way, GUI supports extra devices and multimedia system, while CUI does not support. CUI is very difficult to understand because only special commands can be used. So if the beginner is unknown about those commands, he or she cannot use it. But a GUI, even the small kid can use. So next we have MS-DOS. MS-DOS is a CUI based single user, single tasking operating system developed by Microsoft Corporation USA in 1981 AD for microcomputers. MS-DOS simply means Microsoft Disk Operating System, that was launched in 1981 AD by Microsoft Corporation. It is also a type of CUI based operating system, that is single user, single tasking. You must use some commands or CUI interface. As given here, it is single user, single tasking, you already know. It supports both hard disk and floppy disk. Like in GUI, floppy disk is not supported, but MS-DOS supports both hard disk and floppy disk. It is a CUI based operating system, that is command line interface is only used here. It is machine independent, that is several languages can be used here. It is 16-bit operating system. What does this mean? It means that it takes 16 bits of datas. It means that it takes 16 bits of datas at a time. So next we have commands. Command simply means the statements that we use so as to perform tasks in the MS-DOS or CUI based interface. There are two types of commands, internal commands and external commands. Internal commands are the commands that gets loaded automatically while booting. You can also search it by typing HELP in your terminal. I'll be talking about it later after some time. For example, date, time, CLS, etc. Now external command for which you need extra files to be loaded for the execution, that is format, edit, etc. You will be known about it when I will take you to the terminal. Okay, so this much right now we are going to have a terminal or practical view of it. So when you type CMD, you will get it, right? So friends, I have the terminal right now. As you can see here, this is the CUI interface. You can see nothing can be done, even the cursor did not walk if I type anything. So the first command we are going to learn here is date. When you press or type date and hit enter, the command works. But in GUI based operating system you can directly see it down there, but it does not occur here in the same way. You see, you get an empty space or blinking space here. Here you can type the new date. If you want to change, then only. If you don't want, no need. And again hit enter, so as to get back to the interface or command line. And next we have time. To view time, just type time and hit enter. And again, if you want to change, you can change it in the blinking space here. If not, again hit enter. Next you have version, VER. For version, hit enter, you get the version. Next is volume. For the creating or looking the volume, type it, press enter, you will get the volume of your C drive. Next we have is creating a directory. Like if I want to create a directory named assets, I already have it, so let me first remove. So as I show you, if I had it, I have assets directory already, so it did not occur. But if you don't have the specified directory, you can create it. Suppose if I want to create a directory name RST, it will get created. If I want to remove it, just write RD RST, the folder or the directory you want to specify. Hit enter, it will get removed. Next, if you want to create any file, then copycon command is used here. Let me write a text. Along with the extensor, you must keep it. Next, you can see here copycon rst.txt is being created, and the blinking space is the area where you have to write the contents. Let me insert whatever, and you must add ctrl-z here and hit enter, so that the file can be copied. If you want to view the content of the file, just write type and the file you want to view along with its extension. You will get CLS is used to clear the screen. Okay, so next we have is removing the file, del or erase. Using del rst.txt, the file named rst.txt got removed, right? Next we have is working with the files. Like let me again create a file named copycon rst.txt. As you can see, our file has been copied, and you can even change its attributes. Like if I want to make it read only, attrib plus r, and the file I want to make rst.txt. Now it is read only file, you cannot even change anything within it. But if you want to remove the attribute of read only, you can just write, instead of plus r, minus r. The attribute will be removed. Next, if you want to make it hidden, just plus h and rst.txt. The file will be hidden. And again, if you want to remove that hidden, rst.txt minus h. Again, if you want to make it a system file, you can just write it plus s for system file. But if you want to remove the system file attribute, you can write minus s. It will be in the same way. Let me first clear it, and then next is making the file archive. So let's start here. Attrib plus a, and now rst.txt. You can see here it has become archived. Now if I want to remove the attribute, I just need to write minus. It got removed. Next we have is viewing the directories, right? So if you want to get help, you can just type here help dir. You can see several attributes are being used here, like along with by a slash a, you need to write is to and use this d, either r or a or I or offline, these prefixes or parameters, and this sign you will get. So let me first show you how it works. Like I have a folder here or directory here, asys. Okay, so leave it, doesn't matter. And if I want to view all the directories on the basis of or first page wise, in the page wise format, and then like this. Similarly, if I want to make it in the wide format, then like this /w. Next, if I want to specify an attribute along with which, then a is to, if I want to create on the just the directories will be shown, then d. Again, instead of directories, if I want to show here read only files, then r. Only read only files will be shown here. Next, instead of read only, if I want to show here hidden files, all the hidden files of HP directory will be shown here. But instead of hidden, if I want to show the system files, the system files will also be shown here. Next is the A attribute completed. Now we are going to have sorted. That is, if you want to show according to name, that is alphabetically, then n. Or if you want to show on the basis of date from the beginning, that is on the basis of d. Next, on the basis of extension, that is also alphabetically. Next you have is on the basis of the size, s, from the highest to the lowest. Next is on the basis of, like if you want to reverse it, just write n. Instead of that, you just need to write here minus. Instead of that semicolon that you used before, you just need to write here minus sign, and all the tags or attributes will be done in the same way. More else we will talking in the next video and sorting it down. That is all for today. Thank you.